Welcome to Friday Takeaway. This week, Globetronics share price is not a perfect 10 and Land & General's very measured optimism. However, PM Najib met POTUS Donald Trump earlier this week and many deals were struck. Most prolific, of course, being Najib's promise that Malaysia Airlines would buy more planes from American Boeing. During the meeting, Najib apparently promised Trump that Malaysia would help the US to develop, which the Donald seemed to appreciate, and the PM actually promised that the EPF and Khazanah would up their US investments. Not mentioned, however, was the US DOJ's ongoing investigation into 1MDB and the fact that the Malaysian delegation allegedly stayed at the very expensive Trump International Hotel. Sudden shake-up at FGV when the company gained a new chairman, Datuk Wira Azhar Abdul Hamid, which apparently they were not aware of at first. However, the fate of its current on-leave CEO, Datuk Zakaria Arshad, still very much up in the air, and it seems he'll have to wait a little bit longer for the outcome of the domestic inquiry. The FBM KLCI couldn't seem to hold its nerve this week as weak China data tempered sentiment, pushing the market to 1780.13 points this morning. On a week-on-week basis, the market is just fairly flat, just 0.01% up. Moving on though, founded in 1991, Globetronics is a SEMICON manufacturer with specialty on sensors. But it's not been a good week for these guys, share price-wise, because they dropped following a downgrade by Maybank to a sell. This was following the launch of the brand new iPhone 8s and the 10s, which many had hoped to be bundled with the wireless headphones, but clearly was not. Maybank had commented that consensus in general had been way too optimistic on them in earlier estimates. However, things are still ramping up at Globetronics, and according to a recent interview, sensor production per month is expected to hit 50 million units somewhere around October. And the bulk of that is light sensors, which according to the company is their key growth area. From a 52-week high of 660 on Monday, the share price almost dropped by 10% over the week, only to recover a little bit this morning to 607, saying that on a 6-month basis, stock is actually up an impressive 30%. As mentioned, Maybank has a sell-on with a target price of 580, but DBS Vickers way more optimistic. They have a buy on the stock and their target price is 7 ringgit 65. Land & General is a property company, but originally they started as a sawmiller and timber concessionaire. Current existing land bank for them stands at about 3,000 acres. Okay, so we all know property is in a bit of a slump, but LNG says that it has faith in its resilience and is planning to launch 2 projects with a GDV of 710 million ringgit over the next 6 months. MD Loh Ye Tek says that this is based on response to his ASTORIA project, where he has seen definite pickup in interest and in sales. However, still too way early to call about whether the property market is really in recovery mode. Remember, EcoWorld actually had results yesterday that weren't great. Remember that the last earnings rounds also, aside from that, only came in within expectations. Share price has seen a little bit of a positive bounce from the announcement, but all in all, movement is fairly flat at 22.5 cents, just half a cent up from a month ago. In terms of trading bands, 30.9 cents was the highest, 21 cents is the lowest, which means it's just trading just a bit north of there.